Thinking Byzantine here, and today we'll be talking about some news concerning Intel. Now, before we get into this article, I'd like to say that I'm not a financial advisor and it's all my own opinion. Now, without that out of the way, let's get into this. So, Intel ousts the CEO, Bob Swan. Intel ousted Chief Executive Bob Swan in a surprise move after activist hedge fund Third Point LLC urged sweeping changes to revive the semiconductor giant's fortunes. Intel on Wednesday said Mr. Swan would be replaced by VMware Incorporated's Chief Pat Gelsinger effective February 15. Mr. Gelsinger, who was once Intel's technology chief, has served as a CEO of the business software provider since 2012. So, this news is really good for Intel, as under Bob Swan, Intel has been lacking as they have been losing market share to their rival AMD. In fact, they were mismatched to the point that Intel's next generation 7nm chips were delayed until 2022, which has been hurting the stock, as with this news the stock tanked all the way to the mid-40s. And now here's Intel's Q3 report. As you can tell, everything's just down except a few things like Mobileye and CCG. Those were the only things up that were up in Intel's Q3 revenue. So, let's see, Mr. Gelsinger has a lot of work to do, as AMD has announced a new laptop and data center chips at CES. And the big money right now for Intel is in their data centric, as you can see here. And if AMD is able to start taking away market share from Intel's data centric business, then we can see Intel getting hurt a lot more than they are right now. But as of now, Intel still has a strong holding in data. And I don't think switching out CEOs is going to have an immediate impact on Intel. As AMD, when they switched out to Lisa Su back in 2014, they were like less than $2. They were a penny stock back then. But with the right guidance, a good CEO can bring the company from the brink of bankruptcy all the way up over 4,000%. In AMD's case, anyway. And other good CEOs like Elon Musk, they can help raise a stock because people have confidence in their CEO. Now, for their Q4, Intel expects to beat their EPS, and the company has made a strong progress on the 7nm technology and will provide an update on their January 21st earnings call. So, what would I do? I would actually just wait and see what Intel does, because Intel had a minor pop from the news from $53 to $56.95, or after hours it's actually at 75 cents. But in any case, there's a bit of a pop. But if we scroll out after every earnings call, well, these last two quarters, it just dropped right here, 11% drop here, and 12% drop here. So just wait and see what happens with Intel, as a CEO swap doesn't affect Intel right now, but it will affect Intel later, like maybe a year at minimum, before we start seeing some real change with Intel. So if you're going to invest into Intel, this is going to be a long haul play, and I would actually wait to see what they have for Q4, because I want to see what progress they have made on their 7nm technology and what they plan to do to get those yields up on their 10nm. If we can go back to the earning report, it says right here, Intel's third 10nm manufacturing facility located in Arizona is now fully operational, and the company now expects to ship 30% higher 10nm products in 2020. So They're just barely able to get their 10nm technology up. But in any case, what do you guys think of Intel? Do you think this is a buy and hold right now? Or are you going to wait a few quarters to see what progress the new CEO can do? And how far along are they on their 7nm technology? This is Thinking Byzantine, and have a good day.